guys, welcome. This is a general reading for the collective of Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. It is not a date or time specific reading. Whenever you come upon it, if it speaks to you, it may be your message at that time. That's why it's always good to go through the playlists. There's a Leo tab, just scroll through in case there's anything you missed or that speaks to you now in terms of the title, then maybe it did back then. You can be here as a cross watcher for a Leo. That's fine. Sometimes you may need to flip the energies around. That's perfectly normal. I do want to mention we are in the energy of the new moon in Leo as I record this. It is not too late to set intentions. Yeah, check out the new moon reading that I did. It was just uploaded. So good. It had real powerful message, especially if you're just curious about the astrology of this new moon. That first four and a half minutes gives a lot of good juicy information. There you have it. Okay, so I'm pulling from Divine Abundance to activate the reading. Let's see what message comes through for those of you watching. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Grounded. Many of the most evolved beings on Earth are regular folks living with joy, dignity, and courage. Oh my gosh. So interesting that the message says grounded, and even the coloring of the card, green, right? Earthy, feels very earth sign. But it says joy, dignity, and courage, which are Leonine values, keywords for the sign of Leo. Okay, so yeah. Be a regular folk, that's okay. Ground yourself. Surround yourself in the energy of simple little joys of living. Yeah. That one really speaks to me. I'm a Virgo sun with Leo rising. There you have it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is pull the spread, give you my general impressions, and then I'll get the details through the clarifiers. Here we go. Woo! Overall energy for the reading is the Knight of Swords. There feels to me to be some sense of urgency to speak some truth into a situation, to possibly clear the air of any confusion or misunderstanding. Wow. So Leo, I'm looking at recent, past, present energy, and the near future. In the recent past, Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, Page of Swords. We also, I feel like with the Knight of Swords, the Knight and the Page, what's really calling to me right now is the Queen. There are some unanswered questions because we have a lot of confusion. Possibly a lot of options and maybe seeking some information to help, but it is with regard to this Queen of Pentacles energy, or at least it was, since this is the recent past. And the Queen of Pentacles is a feminine archetype of a life partner. I think that's important because in the present energy, we have life partnership on the menu. And the Six of Swords right now is saying, let's move beyond this difficult energy of confusion or emotional overwhelm or being in the weeds of mixed messages or mixed signals, right? Something that wasn't made clear feels like you're going to be getting beyond it. You possibly are right now. Ten of Pentacles is the future. The Ace of Pentacles is where we start. When you walk through this little archway, you are thrust into Ten of Pentacles land. Look at the visual cues. There's the archway. So I understand one is like in an arbor, and this other one is stone. But the point is there's a visual cue there for a reason. This is where it begins. And once you pass through that, this is where you're headed. And it becomes more solid and stable of a structure for the future. Once you get it going. So that's what I'm seeing. I'm getting a lot of visuals here. That's my bag. Now in the near future, we have the Six of Pentacles, the Star, and the Chariot. I kind of feel like this is dream come true energy, finally getting some progress, moving forward with some measure of equal give and take, reciprocity, if not generosity. And I think it all hinges on whatever comes through this communication. Now, knights make offers, but what the Knight of Swords has to offer is clarity. Even if it's kind of flipped off the tongue impulsively, because this is Gemini's energy, even if it comes out in haste, there's truth in everything. So, right, even when we go, wait a minute, what was that you just said? We get some truth. So I'm feeling that some truth is coming through that brings in some clarity and helps you move on after a period of uncertainty and confusion and or mixed messages. Let's go from there, Leo. Knight of Swords. I wanted to tell you when I pre-shuffle the cards, and when I shuffled this deck, what came up on the split was the Strength card, and when I shuffled the main deck, what came up on the split was the Sun, and I was like, oh, this is definitely a Leo reading. So, anywho, yeah, big changes. That's what the communication is about. There's something that's leaving behind some hurt energy, some remnants of something that was very painful, likely for both of you, getting beyond it, because we see that Six of Swords coming in the present energy. But this, for all intents and purposes, what I'm looking at is the dominant energy of the Knight of Swords, with the thought in unconscious awareness of, if we speak this truth into being, we can get beyond it. And I feel like there's a release of some hurt feelings, maybe by virtue of the clarity, the speaking truth to power, so to speak, making sure that there's no misunderstanding. All right. Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Cups in the past. Well, there's Leo energy and the King of Wands. Definitely some mixed messages and confusion, because someone got stuck smack in the middle of things unfolding for the better for this beautiful pair, for past life soulmates. I feel like this King of Wands, who's coming from the bottom of the deck, got stuck, overthought things, second-guessed themselves, didn't take the action that the King of Wands normally takes, and therefore becomes the unavailable lover. And that brings in a lot of confusion. This came up in the new moon in Leo reading, where I saw this Page of Swords, which I think it was a Page of Swords, and I'm like, something happened and you don't understand it. That's what I said. Go watch that reading. It was in the below portion, meaning the unconscious awareness. Like, something came apart or got ished up, and you have no clue as to what that's about. I'm feeling a similar energy here. That's why I draw your attention to that. So now let's see that confusion with the Page of Swords. Wow. Oh my gosh. Feel like this has been on a perpetual hold. Lots of stagnant energy, stagnation in that Eight of Swords for sure, stagnation in the Hanged Man. I don't always get that from the Hanged Man, but here I do, because you've waited. Nothing else to do but continue on your journey. No answers coming in, just the fog machine of confusion. By the way, the Hanged Man is Neptune. And Neptune is presently in Pisces, which is the sign he rules. And when he's in Pisces, he's happy there. But we, unfortunately, are like in the fog machine on a movie set. We don't see as clearly. We can't reason as clearly. We're in that spiritual diaphanous energy of Neptune, the great spirit, happy in his sign of dissolving. Right? Yeah, no, we're soul's having a human experience and this shit doesn't make sense. So on some level, it feels like it's been dogging you for quite some time. You had no choice but to continue on your journey, leave this behind. And everything between you fell stagnant. More than just press pause. This feels like no movement. So now let's see where we're headed. We're in this present energy of the Six of Swords and Ten of Pentacles. Three of Cups, King of Cups, Two of Cups. So, what I said in the New Moon in Leo reading, so in case you haven't figured it out, I'm really urging you to watch it because it kind of gives you all the context for what's happening here. There's an angle in this lunation. It's a square from the new moon and the sun, which are, conjunct whenever we have a new moon, and Venus is there too, to the planet Uranus. And Uranus is the great awakener and the planet of expect the unexpected. Anything can happen and probably will. And I'm seeing a little bit of that here. I feel like this energy of the Knight of Swords kind of comes in unexpectedly because I'm going from this Six of Swords to this Six of Swords. And I feel like this person who has been somewhat unavailable or who didn't just press pause, but just totally withdrew from the situation, leaving you with a whole lot of confusion. I feel like they are coming back. I'm seeing reunion. I'm seeing reconciliation. I'm seeing a cause for celebration, right? We have the Two of Cups. We have the Three of Cups. This is joy. This is moving beyond something that has long, Seven of Pentacles, eluded you and confused you. And they're coming in a King of Cups, available, emotionally available. And so now we can move forward. I'm not necessarily, let me just take all that back. Let me clarify the Ten of Pentacles with the Ace of Pentacles before I say what I was going to say. Ten of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I'm glad I garbled up my speech because I was way off. Yeah. There's a second chance here, Leo. This person is returning with passion, coming from the higher mind, the wisdom of the patience. Everything's going to be explained. This is super emotional. I'm getting emotional. Right? Second chances, forgiveness, redemption, a focus on the future, the new beginning. I don't want to say picking up where you left off, but that's kind of how it feels. For some of you, not all of you, it's a general reading, not a private reading. By the way, if you want a private reading from me, there's a link in the description box below. It will take you to the booking page. You can read all about it. If you have any questions, email me. Here's the thing. I'm feeling like there's been this what I'm seeing is a moment in time where somebody pulled out of, or just, I don't want to say vanished from. I'm not feeling vanished. I'm feeling like something happened and it's like, frozen in time. Just everything frozen in time. You hear stories about when, somebody loses a child and they keep the room exactly as it was. I know that's very emotional, but I'm feeling emotional right now. That's the energy I'm picking up, is everything, the feelings, the memories, the connection. Everything feels like it was frozen in time, and we're about to come into the quick thaw and pick up where we left off. And I don't know how that feels to you. It feels super emotional to me. I guess I'm seeing a lot of cups energy here and feeling all that emotion too. But I'm seeing the heart. I'm seeing the stuckness. I'm seeing the confusion. I'm seeing all of that. And then it's like the instant thaw. So then in the future, we've got the Six of Pentacles, the Star, almost feeling like a miracle, and the Chariot. Off you go. Yeah. I don't even have words. Someone once told me I was too emotional to be a reader. I really hope you all understand that I'm feeling it. I get the feels. I really, really do. Look at this, right? Lessons learned. This World card is Saturn, closing out the difficult cycle, moving into the new cycle with the love of your life coming toward you with their heart on a silver fucking platter. Pardon my French. And there's the star like it's a miracle. It is a miracle. If you're new to my channel, please watch another reading. I am not given to this kind of emotion. I'm usually pretty straightforward. This feels beyond to me. So let's see the Star and the Chariot. Okay. Yes. So what had happened was, I bring a little levity back to the situation while I dab my makeup, right? 30 minutes down the drain. What had happened was someone skipped the F out and left you feeling abandoned, right? They just disappeared. They just kind of fled the scene for whatever reason. And you may have some inkling. For some of you, it feels like no clue. For others of you, confusion. Like kind of getting it, but feeling confused. For others of you, you know exactly what happened, but it doesn't make it any easier. I feel like this is the overcoming. The miracle comes in. We overcome that sense of feeling devalued, rejected, abandoned. We overcome the feelings of deception, betrayal, and we move on. We get up and over it. This is so powerful. Ugh. And some of you have been waiting for this forever. Hanging on in the matrix. Forever. And while I would say I'm not seeing necessarily like the Ace of Swords, which would point to a lot of clarity, this is feeling like it comes in the unexpected energy that I've been feeling with this new moon. Pardon me, I got neighbors outside with crying, screaming dogs. That's okay. They're lovely pets. We love them, but they get very overexcited. Anyway, that's what I'm feeling from this Knight of Swords is the clarity. Like this person can't hold it in one more second. And they burst forth and everything flies out of their mouth. And we get to really release the pain of the past and move on. And move forward, not just move on, move forward. There's progress here. And it does feel like a picking up where you left off in a weird kind of way, which I know isn't normally possible, but in this situation, it feels like, yep, I get it. I hear you. Let's do this. Let's do it. And not in an impulsive way. Everything was in a freeze frame, in a block of ice. It melted instantly, and you pick up from the thaw right where you were and move on, if that makes sense. That's what's coming through. That's pretty powerful. Before I give you the astrology here, I'm going to continue this reading. Your King of Wands, King of Cups person here. I want to see how they see the situation. So if you're curious about what's going on with your person, how they are seeing it, how they're showing up, what's their dominant energy, how do they see you at this time or think about you or feel about you, what are their intentions toward you in the connection, that's what we're going to do in the extended. The link is in the description box below in the first sentence. But here's what we got. We've got Gemini here, as I said, Knight of Swords. The Death card is Scorpio. Queen of Pentacles is Capricorn. King of Wands is Leo, but of course, Hanged Man, as I said, is Neptune, which rules Pisces. Page of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. King of Cups, more Scorpio. Judgment is Pluto, which rules Scorpio. Temperance is Sagittarius, as is the Knight of Wands. So I'm feeling that heat and that passion and that impulse, right? We have Saturn here in the World card, Aquarius and Capricorn. Knight of Cups is Pisces. A beautiful star is Aquarian energy. And here you are, Leo, in the Strength card. And the Chariot is Cancerian energy. That's what I have for you. The link to the extended is below. I'll see you there in a second. Otherwise, bye for now.